camizmaksa, icra, smasik emotions. Mala ben böyle bir kısmıyız. Çıkışısı bunu genel ekleri seçip gibi şey. Nasıl sen de basın. Okay.
Alex de Wesley Eminentville.
Emmy's not so. It's not smash again. What's just Say my la bye, but everything goes miss. Just the woman again, like when she can keep it. My bar, can't have a song. Okay.
Fail. Cat El Gato. Cat sleeping like clockwork. We're back. Welcome back, everybody. 8 o'clock on the 1st of October. Start as we mean to go on, perhaps. Hope you're all having a good first day of the month. Like I say, September is over. So what are we going to do next? Well, tonight we got all tokens approved. I'm going to take you through a whole bunch of stuff I've been doing, catch you up with a few of the projects because we weren't on yesterday. So first of all, welcome to the show, Scuffed Epoch Live. I'm Drift Johnson. Welcome to the show, episode 263. We're here every day at 8 o'clock. Oh, and don't forget, if you're watching live or if you're watching later, the links are in the description. You can join us on the various places. Hello, Furnicar. Battle crews are operational. Oh, I missed Apollonia Arts lyrics. The heavy monster sound. Like and subscribe. Throttle says every time. Furnicar, nothing if not consistent. With the popcorn. Dragon is here. I got my account back. Congratulations. Zeus says hi. And Furnicar is vibing with the tunes. Dominic is here, going to grab a Starbucks back in a bit. Awesome. Good to have you. Good to have everybody. So, news. Since the last show. Obviously on the last show, Claude Sonnet 4.5 came out. We put it through its paces. Unfortunately, I'm maxed out. I've been putting it through its paces a little bit too hard. So we've only got the API, no chat. Techno came out, or Technow, depending on how you read it. That came out. I also did a flashback to the Choose Your Own Adventure. I was talking over in the Lovable Dev hangout area. They got like hangout areas. I went over there while I was having a bit of fun, joining in with all the other Lovable devs over there. And I was reminded of this narrative tool which we made quite a long time ago now. But also I entered this, which I'm going to show you. And it made this. I'm going to knock no music. So basically what it does is you generate an image and then you generate the video. And then you take the last frame and change the outfit. But it carries on doing the dance. And then every 12 seconds or so, she will change into whatever I want. Sometimes the background pops a little bit and the dancing isn't great. But considering this is just API to API with prompt enhancement only, and a banana edit on that first frame before doing image to video again, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it came out okay. And this is not using Comfy UI or anything. It's literally just using OpenRouter API, or rather it uses Lovable Cloud, which for the next 6 days has free LLM and free Gemini Banana in app. So if you build an app that needs an LLM or image flash, you can do it for free for the next few days. It's a promotion they're running. And so I built the app for that purpose. So here's Lovable. They don't pay me, I pay them. Unfortunately. But as you can see here, I got a couple of other things we're going to take a look at. But first we'll take a look at the Chameleon Lab. So the Chameleon Lab is pretty fun. Like I said, let's not worry about that for now. So the way it works is actually super cool. It were built in React and Vite and TypeScript. But what I've done is I've got a development mode which when activated uses the Lovable AI, which means if I take my app somewhere I can still just fall back to the OpenRouter. Now obviously if you want to do video generation you're going to need the Runware key, right? And then you have your own account. So this is a bring your own key style. So if you bring your own OpenRouter and you bring your own Runware, you don't need the Lovable AI. Okay. If you don't use the video generation, you see what I mean? You've got options. It's got fallbacks. But it's all essentially the same code. Okay. The way it works is pretty cool. So you have an AI chat, right? Let's see if it works. Did I put it in Lovable mode? Development mode, Lovable AI. Right, let's see if it works. There's no way, they haven't put any keys in, so it's actually a pretty good test because he can't cheat, can he? It says start asking me something. Well, I would love to, but there's nowhere to type. That's a great start. All right, well, we'll just go over here. I don't know what, I've never seen that before. Oh, here we go. I'm just blind. I'm blind, guys. It's dark mode, you see. Right. An unimpressed white cat. Should have brought my laptop. I've already made the video. Damn it. An unimpressed white cat. There's a classic, he says. and makes me a response for video generation and for image generation. This is like my prompt advisor, and I can give him a prompt and tell him to change it. You can do all kinds of weird tasks that you might want to do, and I'll show you why I've done it like this rather than the normal way in a minute. So for example, say we take option 2. All right, so I'll take option 2, I put it in the chat, and then I click image prompt enhancement. That uses my T2I base E&H system prompt. So he's going to take that fragmented plan, and there you go. Now we've got a prompt. You can click send to image at the bottom of every chat. Takes you straight there. Let's do 16:9, save the image and go. And then here's the test. Does it just... Oh, it's fine. It's fine. See, magic. We have our unimpressed white cat. Okay? From here you could save it, or you could send it back to Nano Banana with the little magic button. And then it will say, the cat is wearing dark aviator sunglasses. Bum ba-dum. It's pretty good. It's pretty reliable. And now we have our white unimpressed cat in the dark aviators. And we could even change the background. So I could say, I mean, you guys already know this if you're in the image generation crowd, but it's worth pointing out, you know. Change the background to a Hawaiian beach. Did I spell Hawaiian wrong? No capital H. Oh yeah, also the aspect ratio is more of a suggestion with Nano Banana. For some reason they don't actually expose the size. He sort of does it by itself. It's kind of interesting. But I found you could get away with 1440p. Or 1440 by 1440, which is actually bigger than that. But anyway, we get our image back. And now it's looking decidedly fake. So what we'll do is we'll hit the video. But oh wait, we can't. I haven't put my video. Okay, give me a sec. I need another one. Comfy UI demo 2. Oh wait, it's not really Comfy UI, is it? Lovable. Okay, we'll put it in here. Runware, love. Right, let's come back here, get in here, put my key in. Hopefully it saves. Leave that alone. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm going to put the debug log out because I'm brave. It's probably just going to break, but it'll be fun. Alright, so we go to the... Get back into the image gallery somehow. Here we go. So I click on that. Now look at this thing here. If you look at the prompt, it actually says he's still in a room because I didn't change the prompt. So really there is another job to do here. I leave it manual. So you copy it, go back to the chat, and I'll say, I have... Oh, wait. Change this prompt to make the cat wearing dark sunglasses and a Hawaiian beach in the background. Do that first. Okay, and then I will grab... Oh wait, I don't need the breakdown. Just grab the prompt. Okay, but that's still an image prompt now. So we'll do it again, but this time in video prompt mode. Sounds like a big palaver, but it gives you more control because you know what you're doing and you can read all of the stuff that's going on here. So now I go back to... I can use send to image as a shortcut. Come back here, click that, replace the prompt. And now, 10 minutes in, we're going to initiate our async request. And then it will begin polling. Never. And then it will begin polling. There it began polling. Good. Now, while it's cooking up our video, I'd like to tell you all some more news. So, in addition to all this level stuff, the keys finally came. So, I finally got the keys for the Careless Whisper keyboard. Obviously, you just buy them. You just get them from online. But you get whatever you want, right? But I've like tried to do a thing, you know, where we've matched the colors to the functions. And then this is the hotkeys cheat sheet, which is available on the repo. So if anybody uses it, it's just another little cool thing. If you like it, makes it even cooler. So I got a dedicated keyboard here. I got another smaller one at home. It's an addictive. Custom keyboards are, be careful. But it does work really nice. Dictation, TTS, prompt copy. There's even some visual stuff, but like I said, OLAMA and OpenRoot support. But that's not going to pass the time, unfortunately. So why don't we start some comfy stuff in the background? I feel like I'm wasting GPU time here. So, I was thinking Empire. Let's go with that one, because they're... wait, no. 3M. Yes, even better. Okay, right. So, put that in there. And then the prompt as well. Yeah. And then... I think we'll just go with the original input image at first and try to build up something. So overriding all of that lot and just going with whatever we get. Probably want to change this to Empire API. So this is the image we get out of the first roll, and that is the prompt. I've got it on ENH Biomech. I might put it on ENH. I've got a merge of those somewhere. I think I've got an Empire Biomech. I've got Emp Bio. Yeah, I got Emp Bio. I'll try that. And there might be also... I think I've got like an additional one just for the heads. Hang on. I don't remember if it actually worked. Maybe. Oh yeah, here we go. Machine Head V1. Right. I'm gonna have to do something fun here. So Machine Head V1. So it's gonna take the output as the input with a different programming. Yeah. Let's see what it actually does. Emp Bio, Emp Head, Emp Style. Ooh, that's not bad. I hope I don't break it with all the stuff I just changed. What are we gonna get? Blockhead, check. Metal Boy, check. That seems way more legit. What's with the background? Yeah. Okay, this shows promise. Alright, so how about we just start copy clip spacing and just harvest a few good ones. And then hopefully we'll get like a favorite. Alright, let's see the original. So we've got like some reference of what's going on. So I know what's being sent. Looks like the same image. Is it unfixed or something? Ah, it's on bloody fixed. Right, that's a problem. There we go. It's just going to make the same thing. Shame. It's too late now. So what I'll do is I'll try to set up a tight IP thing. See, that's not tight. But yeah. Is it even updated? Feels like it's just doing the same one again. It's doing some stuff in the background that I've not seen before. Kind of like a giant Yggdrasil tree. World tree. Okay, we're back to the original. Somehow. Okay, so we get a good shot of a Empire guy, bucket head. I wasn't too hot on the everybody's wearing earphones, but I think it was just part of the models we were using. Oh yeah, I suppose I could just be showing you some of the stuff we did yesterday. There's the video that we made with the app, by the way. You know, just earlier I was showing you the thing. There's the cat with the sunglasses, and he's at the beach. I just got it straight from the API. It's probably in the app, I just haven't looked. Should we find out? Is it in the app? Oh, it's spinal, guys. I might need to turn the Geiger down or not. Keep it on. That's actually a good image. I'm not quite sure how that gets to there. Don't know how that happened. I can't use this image though because we'll get that spine strap. Well, actually, spinal strap sounds like a metal band or a heart, like a rock band. Heavy metal. Let's go. So why not? Why not? Okay, so back here. Oh, okay, done. Yeah, so it's fine. It's fine. It's in the gallery. So there's the cat that we used. If we go to the video gallery now, we've got a video. And we've got a bunch of options. We've got extend. Extend will obviously take the last frame of the video and make another video with the same prompt starting from the last frame. There's a little bit of a blur, but it's actually surprisingly consistent, which I was surprised with. I made a couple of really long videos. They'll come out as shorts soon and get buried in all the AI slop. But like I said, if I used edit, this is what the tool is really for. So if I say now edit, I'll say the cat is in space. Okay. You got to imagine you've got a video of the cat sitting on the cushion at the beach. But then we can edit that final frame and then make a new video with the final frame. And I don't know what it is that you did and jazz, which is why we have the AI chat to help you adapt the prompt to whatever it is you just did. So obviously if I go to the thing, like if I went to video now, it might actually work like this, to be honest, but it might shift back into the beach scene. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take this prompt, I'll go back to my chat, and I'll say, change my prompt to have space behind, oh God, how would you say that? Okay, to place the cat in space with stars and galaxies in the background. Okay, that's roughly what we had, I guess. You could probably do a better job, I guess, on that, but just trying to get the idea across, you know. Image prompt. In fact, we don't need to do that. Let's do the chat this time. Yeah. Oh, edit final frame from. Probably didn't need that bit. Here we go. Revise. Dynamic slow out. Okay, cool, mate. Cool. Go like that. Video. So we take the prompt, turn it into a video prompt, and now it's looking nice. We can head back to the gallery, pick the cat, and change the prompt. And obviously you might want to read that, because look at this. I think it's okay, but final frame. You probably don't need to have that. There's a few things in here you don't need. Alright, cool. That looks alright. Send it off. Now, each video costs $1.50 with this method, but your hardware is free to do other things. Like make soldiers from a theoretical book that I haven't released yet. Why are there stormtroopers? This isn't canon. Anyway, I should probably put no Star Wars. Is there a negative prompt for this thing? Nope. Oh well. Looks like it's potluck. Potluck, guys. It's an interesting head, though. It's a shame about the stormtroopers. Ah, it's a crying shame. That was a pretty good. I'm going to take it like Starship Troopers style. Okay, so we'll just take whatever we can get until we get better ones, I guess. Okay, so yeah, like I said, what I did with the app was I built a bunch of videos that flow into each other. So let's see, maybe we go to here and then that one, put them next to each other. Maybe that works. Maybe I can show you the one after the other. There's loads of pieces. So the cat has a little adventure. I don't know, is this the right one? Is the link dead now? Is it too long? Man. Feels bad, man. Okay, well, yeah, okay. There was someone from CERN in the chat, so I made him a black hole. He was pretty cool. I put it in the kitchen with banana. Do you know what I mean? We made the black hole from what they were talking about. You know, I just... I put what they were talking about into the tool, made it make a video prompt, and then Banana edited it into a kitchen and then turned that into a video. So, you know, we were just messing around, just having fun. There's some cool guys in there. Ooh, now that's a good one. Too many... the utility belt is super fat, but that's a good one. That's a winner. That might even be my primary, which we haven't got the primary. We haven't got a primary yet. Aha. Let's just paste that one there. Paste that one there. We need to do better though. I need to get all four like that level. These are a bit ropey. That's how they made the original picture of Black Hole though, says Stone Sage. Well, I don't know how they did it. The way he was talking about it, he was telling us how they do it. So I was like, I just listened. He was a cool guy. But yeah, let me see. Oh boy, it's processing. 16, that means it should be any minute now. Uh-oh. There's cause failures here. Uh-oh. Does that mean I'll never get my video? Probably. But that's alright. Because Runware's got our back. And they have a usage history. Oh, what the? Okay, it started off well. I'd probably redo this video anyway. Hey, maybe that's how you end the video. See, the cat just wants the space. When he's on the beach dreaming, this is what he dreams. Cato dreams. But yeah, like I said, it's just fun with editing the last frame. And I thought, well, it could be even more useful than that, because obviously I can't show you exactly as I wanted to. But basically the idea was, let's say you've done all this stuff, you've got all your segments, you've joined it all together, that's all cool. And then when you're in your gallery here, remember I said you had extend and edit? You've also got timeline. Timeline should have put the clip there, but it didn't, so I'll have to do that myself. Okay, so it loads in. It's got a bit of a weird interface, because I've never built something like this with a vibe tool before. It's a bit complicated, but essentially what you've got is you've got a timeline, and you can move the thing. It's over-engineered because it used to have layers and audio, but we hit some file problems with browser limits, so I basically just sort of like retreated. But yeah, so say I wanted to take that frame, yeah, so we could, the idea is you could extract just that frame, and then it will go to the gallery, and then we could generate from here or edit from here and then generate from that. You see what I mean? So it's like, make the image, edit the image, make the video, and then edit the last frame, or grab a frame, grab any frame from a video you've made, and then either extend it or edit the frame, and you know what I mean? That's what it does. That's what it actually is. It's just a great big, and it all runs on API, you know what I mean? And then you have your prompt agent just sat there for you, so you can get away with just about any task there. And then the last thing, which I didn't show you, which probably will break now because everything's worked so far, which is awesome, except for that one video that didn't get delivered, which isn't great. But as you can see, there is a, oh no, my video didn't show up. It's just at your API provider. They've got you covered, luckily. But no, it should be here. So it did, that's one thing, it did break one thing. One of the videos didn't get returned, which is annoying. But let me show you the last thing. So if you go to the videos, there's an auto pipeline. The auto pipeline only works with open router. Let me give it an open router key and we'll plug in a cheap sonnet. Let's have a look here, shall we? Hoi, hoi. We're in. It's got a hard-coded list. That's why it doesn't have all of them. Even if you refresh it, hard-coded list. But it had Flash, so I was like, it's fine. 3.5 sonnet's a fine model. Leave it on open router. Okay, so now it's switched over. Let me show you if it works. Auto pipeline. So like I said, once you've got all of these things, you've got all access to all these different editing features. You can do text to image, image to image, image to video, extension, editing of the final frame, and really extraction of any frame from the video. Okay, so what does this do? I type in a polar bear on the beach drinking beer and watching the sunset. If I run this, it should use my T2i base ENH to turn that into a decent image prompt like we do in Comfy, and then it'll send that to Banana, make it, and then when it's finished, it'll send the image and the prompt to the thing, which I don't see anything happening right now. Oh wait, oh, no faith. I'll probably get punished for that. Bet it'll make me wait 6 minutes and not return the video again. But the point is, it's going to poll now, and if it doesn't fail, it will actually download the job. There's no problem with the generation. It's some kind of weird issue with returning it, and I think it's some kind of browser security. I had to do more work on the cause access control was like half of it, because he didn't want to do it. But anyway, video generation, not bad. So that's going to go ahead and do that. Let's have a look at our other project. Oh no! I mean, it makes it look like he's facing the wrong way. I kind of like the boat though. What the hell? It's like a different way of doing radar stealth. Yeah, unfortunately, no. Oh, tough. That's tough. It assumed he was facing the other way because it does actually make more sense. You know what I mean? From as far as the AI is concerned, it makes more sense to have a to have a face there of some description. Start running this. He's going to put in prominent cubic machine heads. So yeah, it's trying to catch if there's any faces. Oh, prominent. Yeah, look, it's only it's really funny how it leaves some of it alone. Interesting. The thing is, when he puts markings on, it makes your brain go eyes, mouth, doesn't it? It's sort of like built in, you know. And this is the back of his head, so it shouldn't shouldn't have eyes. Yeah, what I found challenging with this project was no faces, and you can see there's a shadow of a face. Maybe I'm just being perfectionist at that point. I don't know. Windows. There you go. God, I'm thirsty. That's how advertising works. Right. Ooh. Glorious, in fact. Yes. I'll take that. You can have an insignia on the back. That makes sense. Maybe he's an officer. Royal Communications officer. He's got the radio in that box. Let's take a clip space on that one. Okay, so which one to replace? I reckon it's that one. Oh, that's got an insignia on the back as well. It's that one because it's got Star Wars in it. It's a shame because the soldier wasn't too bad. Can't be infecting the clip with Stormtrooper helmets. That would just be confusing. So anyway, it did actually download the video in the end, which is nice. So if I go to my video gallery, I've got my polar bear. So what I could do is I could say edit, and I could say change the time of day to midnight with northern lights and auroras. I know We want both, though. Auroras. And then obviously extend it. So you can make really nice sort of little sequences like this. And obviously if you want to make it snappy, so it's not like, you know, you've got two options. You can obviously do a shorter video generation, so, you know, so it changes more. But I think it's more organic to do the long video or whatever your target is. Get whatever it is. And then you let the video play until there's like a moment, and then you grab that frame and, you know, trim the video for your final sequence, and then edit that frame, and then you've got much more control over exactly which first frame to continue the sequence from. The only thing is, really, this is all just stuff that we do with WAN anyway, so just expect us to be doing this with the next open model very soon. So yeah, it is nice though when you use API, because you don't need your GPU. You can just, obviously you have to pay. Right, let's have a look at that. So there we go. Now we've got our next one. Oh, it's gone square on us. See? Oh, it's gone square on us. Was that me? Did I accidentally put it on square? Yeah, and this prompt is bad as well. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? Hang on, let's go to the thing. Edit the final frame. I'll try again, but this time I'll actually pick 16 to 9. I want to make sure. It might be me just forgetting to do. I think I might have just forgotten to do the button. Change the time of day to night and add northern lights and auroras in the sky. Auroras. Auroras. By the way, the enhance with AI thing, that just activates my prompt enhancer. And when you're doing edits, you don't need an enhancer for edits, because you're telling it what you want to do. I mean, I suppose you could. I think I'd have to make it a specific type of it's the wrong kind of enhancer for edits. It will just try to make a good image prompt, you know. Unless there's an emergent behavior that just makes it work, and I didn't, you know. That can happen. All right, so we got our final frame. But again, the prompt is going to be wrong. So if I go to the video prompt, take the prompt, copy the prompt, go to the chat and say, change my prompt to be at night with auroras in the sky on chat assistant mode. And the thing is, this is basically everything we do in Comfy, you know what I mean? Just through an app. Alright. So then I get my prompt. And remember, I want a video prompt, so I'm going to copy it again. Ask for video prompt enhancement. See, I might just make the app without the generation. Just make this bit. Just make the chat with the prompt enhancement modes and everything. I think that'd probably be easier. I'm doing all of the actual generation. So yeah, I'm going to take this video prompt now and take it. The quickest way is just go there. So image gallery, click video. There we go. 16 to 9. I think, did it make it square in the end anyway? Yeah, it did. It just makes it square anyway, guys. It's funny. Banana. It is a banana. How are we doing on our... Oh, he's got Roman thingy. Didn't ask for it, though. That would have been really good if it didn't have that. Mind you, it's basically just that. Do you know what? I'm gonna take that one as example source Oh, damn it. I can't. It's stupendously small. All right. Forget that. I just realized these images are tiny. It's probably because I'm running them through a megapixeler. You know, a megapixeler. Oh, well, we'll get there. Make sure the copy button won't remove the dark mode. A copy button seems in order. Yeah, see, the thing is, technically, every time it has a thing which clicks, sends it to here, and I get what you're saying, though. A copy button wouldn't be a bad idea. A copy button wouldn't be a bad idea. I guess I was just focused on all the rest of it. And a bing! Yeah, good idea, Fernie. Okay. Oh, I'll take that. It's very 40k, but we'll take it. Copy the clip space. I like this. This is good. So who are we replacing? It's going to be this guy, isn't it? Wait, no. That guy? They're very French. Isn't it funny? I said Napoleon, but... yeah, I think we're going to go over that guy. See, the originals are already really good. You know, the model is solid, but I'm just trying to see if we can get close to it in Sea Dream, and we can. But there's a lot of influences from other IPs that are just sort of... I mean, some of it is the prompt engineering. We are doing like a fusion of the Empire model with the biomechanical Geiger stuff. But every now and then you'll see Star Wars and Warhammer poking its aesthetical face out. Just every now and then. I'm trying to think if there's any other IPs I've seen in here. I think it's mostly Star Wars and Warhammer 40k which shows up. That's good. I'm not really thinking about, you know, what he's holding and stuff. I'm thinking about, look, see what I mean with the pauldrons? It's very 40k. Like, my stuff doesn't really have these. You see what I mean? They have these, like Napoleonic, you know, like little tassels coming off a bit of brass, but it's better than that. We're getting closer. It crashed. Something happened. Cause policy. Doesn't happen when you run it locally. It's because it's a website. It's an actual website. But anyway, fun. I got more stuff like that to show. First thing I did was I made something called Clipcraft, which I did today. The funny thing about this one is it's a one-step plan. So you write the plan in the ways that we do normally around here. And once your plan is written, you push it into the chat with Lovable. He busts out an insane plan by responding. He doesn't do it all because I told him not to. This is the same plan I'm going to give to my local agent when I extract this. It's already on GitHub, so I can go ahead and git clone it into VS Code and start working on it now. All it did was set up that MVP base. So the initial front end and it be ready for the back end. It's currently running on FFmpeg. Should we see if it even works? I haven't even tested it. So we'll get that one, and that one. Yeah, wait, is that one also one? Is that one also? No, it's not. Okay, so how about we get 1, 2, 3. I've added 3. Concatenate. Aborted. Wait. Completed. Okay, can I save it? Download it. Let's watch it together. Black video? No. So this would be 2K video, 3 15-second sections. That worked pretty well, didn't it? But my plan is actually to give it CUDA acceleration with a local version. So that if you had 100 of these, you could just folder, turn it into a big thing, because we need automation for that kind of stuff. Not everybody has a Premiere subscription, or, I mean, I know there's lots of solutions for everything, but it's fun to build your own tools. So that worked. I thought it was going to break, I'll be completely honest with you. So yeah, and it's not really difficult. You just add it and off it goes. Not you know what I mean? It's not complicated. Yeah, so it's just a video joiner. That's all it is. But you'd be surprised at the trouble you can have with trying to join videos if you don't have the software. So this is just a simple web page. There's no login. You know what I mean? Probably just uses your own computer. Look. So you probably have to have FFmpeg installed, but I'm not sure. There may be a package version which is being used. But anyway, so that was the first thing, and it was more about how you make it. So it's built to be tested, and it will use this method as a fallback. So if the CUDA fails, you can always just continue using this, which is pretty sweet. Again, Lovable uses a combination of Gemini and GPT-5 to execute your plans. So when you go into chat mode, you really are talking to the project with a different AI. And then when your plans are nice and they're ready to execute, it's done with a solid model. And I think when you do it like that, GPT-5, I can change my opinion on it quite a bit. It's actually very capable when it's been put into this sort of React, Vite, TypeScript sandbox. They do a lot of automations for you. The fun thing about the next thing we're going to look at is, unlike most projects you've seen, you have to do Supabase. You click on the thing and you can do sign in, all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to do it here because it'll just confuse things, but bookmark that in the history. Yeah, this one's a win. Again, like I said, it's just another win. I know it doesn't look like much, but you concatenating video clips, we're going to need to do it. And imagine you get an MCP that can just concatenate video clips or something. I don't know what it looks like. Point is, I need one and I've built it. Done. Next. You've already seen the Chameleon Lab. That was the image frame editor that we did with video features. Mosaic I've shown on a previous stream. We've already looked at that. The Cognito core is 0 vector 6. That's the brain. This was 5 hollow test mode without the hollow, I guess, waves. Yeah, this was 0 vector 6 waves. 0 vector 7 is now local. It's running on local with Olama. We're not going to talk about that today. I've talked enough about my brain. But we are going to talk about Board Game Blueprint Forge. Because they've got a new thing called Lovable Cloud. Let's have a look at what that is before I start talking. So Lovable Cloud is, a lot of people will tell you what it is, but I've heard it from the experts while hanging out in their chats. Lovable Cloud is basically Lovable with the Supabase integrated in their Lovable, conversational. So that means it'll do a lot of the stuff that you needed to be technical for you now. And so I've been putting that to the test. And I thought that one of the things we could do, which is definitely ambitious and probably won't work, is a multiplayer game. So for a multiplayer game, you need a couple of things for it to actually work, right? You need to have a lobby system, you need to have a sign-in system, you need to have, well, maybe not a sign-in system, you need to have a login system and a way to host games, okay? Now, with them having made things free for a couple of days, that simplifies a lot of the asks. Even though we probably won't need an LLM or image generation, wouldn't it be interesting to have in some shape or function? So, for example, maybe it doesn't generate lots of images, but it cooks you up some images for the game. You know what I mean? That's an interesting idea. But we're not talking about that yet. Right now, what I'm looking at is, does it work? Okay. So the first thing I've said to him, let me just scroll back, because I did this completely with no Claude, because I wanted to be like, I'm always putting super fancy Claude plans. So today we're going to do it different. So this is my prompt. I'm working with a platform that allows me to build with React and Vite and TypeScript. It supports Supabase integration. We can use deep research. It was originally going to be a deep research for Claude, but then I thought, why don't I just put this in here and see what happens? Deep research to develop the most optimal plan to the creation of a multiplayer game of Monopoly. So not just Monopoly, but multiplayer. So you can join me and we can play the game together. I don't even know if it's probably hilariously broken, but we would need an email login for sessions and stats and a lobby where players can host games with a password they create. Joining players can select the game from the lobby and join with the password. This way we handle sessions to allow players to connect and sync when playing games. We would start with Monopoly as this is close to the game we will create. I've got a game ready to go. It's just, although those changes will be made after we can make a game and connect two players. I want to actually see it connect two players before I even bother putting any time into something like this. We can use deep research study, write up a detailed step-by-step, normal stuff I say to get the code or plan, right? So off he went, he did the thing. I'll do deep research on multiplayer game architecture. So yep, Lovable Chat can go ahead and do that for you. It comes back and he says, I've got a document which has got complete architecture, full database schema, authentication system, email login with sessions, lobby implementation, password protected, game engine design, Monopoly rules, board config validation, 12-week implementation plan, code examples in TypeScript, and security and performance, right? Uses Supabase real-time for multiplayer sync with event sourcing pattern to ensure players stay in sync. Server-side validation prevents cheating. Architecture scales to handle multiple concurrent games. So basically, he's built me a little multiplayer Monopoly platform, right? So if we take a look at the plan, it's blank. So I said, can we? Oh, that's a rare one. I must have mistyped. We can now. No, there's even a question mark. I know why. I was supposed to get a plan, but I didn't get a plan. But he says he's got it. He says, your team now has everything. I was like, it's obviously in his head. You see what I mean? So I said, can we now execute the plan? And then gave the name of what the file should have been. And he said, I'd be happy to execute the plan. Let me first examine the state of the project to understand. Perfect, I can see. Let me look. Now I understand. Based on the handoff document, we have a comprehensive 5-phase development plan. I was like, do we? Because he hadn't actually showed it to me until this point. So here we go. Supabase integration, authentication system, basic structure, core types, lobby system. Do the cloud, he says. Right? I'll do the security with the cloud. So here we go. Foundation setup. Done. Allegedly. Maybe. Database status. Zeros. Fresh. Ready to go. So lots of stuff. Pre-game setup. Allow host to set. What? How have you done all of that? Okay, well, he's done all that too. So go to here. This is what we got. Multiplayer Monopoly. So if I get started, I guess I have to sign up. Sign up. Oh, hang on. Hold up, guys. I gotta put my deets in. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. No. Oh, it's not giving me a super secure password. They'll probably say that's not a secure password. No way. I managed to sign in as Scuffed Epoch. Alright, cool. So, if I create a new room, call it test room. For maximum 4 players. Let's say password protection will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Create the room. Okay, it's waiting. Incorrect password. That's not a good sign. Incorrect password. Oh, I saw. Oh. What happened? What happened? There was no logs. Okay, so I think I got... Did I get kicked out of my own room? Huh? Alright, hang on. I think that when I create a new room and use a password like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I am ejected from the room for having the wrong password. We can investigate. Let's do it. So yeah, it's kind of funny because it's sort of like if you can get people in a room together, you can pretty much build any game. So if you can actually get 2 people in the room, like, it sounds funny because it's just chat room mechanics, but you need to have everything else there. If I take a look here and have a look, you can see we've got a lot of stuff to track in a database. There's nothing, it's empty at the moment, but obviously that'll grow as the game gets developed. But the fact that you can do this actually makes it viable. Let me guess, it's not real. No, it did let me in. Yeah, it let me in. Oh, I'm in a big loop. Oh boy. Whoa. Help. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not scuffed at all. It's fine, don't worry about it. Besides, it's coffee time. It's spazzing out big time. Implement the plan. It's totally stuffed. Right, go back. Stop. You literally can't stop it. I know, I'll look at the code for a while. That'll fix it. That's funny, I've never known the preview to be so broken. It just started having a fit. Fixed ring creation. Control shift refresh. Where's that coffee? I was thirsty half an hour ago. Uh-oh. Coffee time. Man, last couple of weeks have been crazy. All the music coming out. I've got a few more projects in the works, actually. I can't stay away from it. I don't know what it is. It's a vibe, I guess. It's a bit like the software stuff. You kind of get into solving your own problems, and if you're not careful, you sort of end up just not being aware of stuff that's... You could have just done that. Kind of reminds me of... We spent months with all this TTS nonsense that was like needing big GPUs, and then some of the best TTS now, they're actually using similar methods to what we found. The ones that were based on Stephen Hawking, but then just make that a little bit better. It's like... Right, I think we're back. Good times. Welcome back, everybody. We have broken the board game, but it never worked anyway, so don't worry about it. So apparently, the cause of the looping issue is fetch rooms. Function makes individual database queries for each room to get player counts. This creates a performance bottleneck, which causes rendering loops, especially with real-time subscriptions, triggering frequent refetches. So, for each room, a separate query is made to count players. And so on. So what's he going to do? He's going to optimize the database, fix the real-time subscription, improve the loading state management, and then add performance optimizations. What a legend. Off you go, mate. And we can go back to comfy. So what were we doing? We were trying to get our winners. See, that's not too bad, you know. I would actually take that. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll actually take it. I'm feeling adventurous. So who gets the can? I would say these guys, actually, because they are the least empire-ish now. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. The question is, do we do another? I reckon we should do another roll, see if we can get a... I don't know, actually. The London Bridge is pretty good. I think... Nope, we're doing it. We're plugging it in. So we plug in the IP adapter now. And what is our hero image? Should be... Yeah, probably that one. That's the most canon. The most canon image. But then they'll all be based on Nazi, so I don't know. The prompt won't... Well, it's supposed to only go to the... I don't know if it'll be too much bias. Because the vision's pretty good, guys. The vision's pretty good. Just go with it. Just go with it. And hope it's not always three guys. Because sometimes he picks up on the composition and stuff, and then you only get that. Do you know what? No vision. No vision for you. You're too smart. I've already given him enough here. You see what I mean? It sort of gets into a wrestling match. I want to get the creativity on rails is what I'm after. I've put a lot of effort into defining what those rails are. So now I just got to try and keep all my latent beasties inside the machine. Speaking of which, how are we doing? Are we still looping? Loop forever? Uh-oh. How about a little refresh? Are we still looping forever? Not good, guys. Oh. Wait a minute. No. Oh, it's not a password. Oh. We made it into a lobby. We made it into a match in a lobby. Okay, so I gotta wait for other people. Maybe, will it let me? Yeah, you need at least 2 people. Okay, that's normal. That's normal. Because, like, how do you connect to someone if they're on your own? Alright. Alright, well, there's nothing here at the moment, so... let's... Yeah, it's fine, actually. It's fine, yeah, just leave it at that. Leave it on the default for now. Oh. Oh. Oh no! We got to do hardening, guys, before I can open it up for testing. Give me a minute. See, I could have put it on like Google sign in and stuff, but I'm just going to use simple username and password with email first, because it can do that too. You don't have to make everything a Google app immediately. You can, if you want to use. It's got Facebook. It's got all kinds of different sign-on features. I was really impressed, actually, with how quickly you can get something off the ground. Very tempting to build like 100 things with this thing. How are we doing? Allow. So what was it we're going to do? Drop existing permissive policy. Create restrictive RLS policy. Separate private data from public data. Oh god, I hate reading this stuff. This is why I don't do sign in, guys. But you can't do login without it, so this is why you probably do just want to do Google. But anyway, it's funny. You know, if it causes me a problem, I just turn it off. There's nothing there to steal, but it's a good demo, I guess, of the fact that it does cover this sort of angle, you know? Oh my god. It's going to update everything. Request only public profile fields, avatar, username and avatar URL. Avatar URL. You have a custom URL? Wow, I didn't even ask for that. Dragon Diffusion says, good old voice encoding with code and not voice cloning from the 80s. Yes. Should we get him to read it out? I'll say copy and... Oh, wrong button.
Now I'll update the application code to only request public profile fields, username, avatar underscore URL, when fetching other users' profiles, while keeping email private.
Careless whisper, baby. Just hit Control F1, which is the yellow key. The yellow key. Here we go. I'll be like, what's this say? See, I think, look, I worked for a guy that was a paraplegic once, and I was impressed with his conviction. It was like he was still using the internet. And he didn't even have arms or legs. I was like, it's probably going to be me one day, I guess. So yeah, user email address exposed to all visitors. God, they'll have a field day with me, wouldn't they? On GDPR. But yeah, it's nice. You can just go through this list, and then we're going to do an additional security review before we go public for testing as well. But all I want to do is see if somebody else can join the lobby, and if it connects. There's nothing you can do at the moment. It's literally empty. But if I can prove that, then that means it's possible to build any game, like platform, RPG, fighting game. You can because think about it, the multiplayer lobby is like a wrapper that sits around the game. And it's going to initialize the level and load the characters and manage all the sync. So it's not really about Monopoly. I do have a board game which is like Monopoly, but it's not Monopoly. I'm not trying to make Monopoly, really. Be interesting to see how close it gets to Monopoly, though, won't it? Meanwhile, in Empire Land... Ooh! Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Oh, boy. Can we just send that one in? It's almost a shame I couldn't get that one. Yes! Alright, hang on. It's time to turn the video on. I'm going to take a spin. I bet the next one will suck. And I'll be like, no! Oh well. Unreal provides that service for free, says Fernie. Which service? Oh, what? Reading stuff out? Yeah, that didn't... Wait, did you mean which service? I'm getting confused because I jump around all over the place. Oh wow, more stuff. There's even more stuff to do. Oh, you mean check your code for vulnerabilities, yeah? If they do, I never saw them do it with my game. Maybe I didn't have the right membership tier. And it was in 2018 now. Last time I did a commit was probably 2018, 2019. Yes. Cannot access. That's funny. So unauthenticated users were somehow able to view profiles with full email address and great. That's great. That's really good. I didn't even know there was a the dangers of using AI to make code. You didn't even know there was a secret admin panel. You know what I mean? With the password 12345. It's like, what? I didn't code that. He put it there. Email addresses could be harvested by competitors. I can't have that. Multiplayer. No, they do not, Fernie. Otherwise, I would have about 12 multiplayer games out. You see, the thing is, I have the app IDs, but I haven't got the code for the multiplayer wouldn't work. I got a code. What is it? Anyway. Yeah, you have to do it yourself. There are servers which Steam provides, but they're pretty bad. So you should get your own, and you have to kind of build it all yourself, really. And if you follow the tutorials that you can get online, some of them are 10 to 20 hours of tutorials, and they don't work anymore because they're written for an engine that got updated several times, and you'll have critical functions which no longer exist. They've been deprecated and renamed, and if you don't follow the patch notes for the last 5 years, because I did all of my stuff in Unreal Engine 4, but it's Unreal Engine 5 now. It's all changed. Everything's changed. You go in and it's kind of the same, but there's all these extra bits, and there's some stuff is missing. It's a little bit like that vibe. But yeah, because I got ideas for a procedural game that sits inside the books I've been writing, and I kind of already built a scaled down version of it for that first game. But we didn't finish it because back then you had to make the graphics manually. Oh. Now, email can be harvested by attackers. Is it just me, or is every time I click fix, the threats get worse? It's because it was a long list, guys. I'm just joking around. It's just the next. I'm worried what the next one's going to be. Game room passwords exposed to all users, so he didn't encrypt them or anything. This is all good stuff, though. You need to have all this stuff in your code base. Now, I did notice one thing about developing on the Lovable Cloud as opposed to not. Because you can still use Lovable, you just have to sign in and do all the stuff in your own account, right? Which isn't hard to do either. It was very painless. But the thing I found was that I can't show you right now, but normally you're able to sync with GitHub. And I think because of all the new integrations, you can't do that. So I'm not sure if that's actually true. It might just be I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about, but we'll have another look in a minute. Because button grayed out doesn't mean feature gone. Just means I didn't do something probably. Maybe there's a button I've got to check. I don't know. They literally brought this out 2 days ago. But it is super cool because, like you say, if you've got a idea that I've got an idea for an app and it needs to have an LLM in it and it needs to have image generation. It's all built in. You just tell him to make it and then explain what your idea was, because obviously it's more than that, isn't it? So you can kind of get past that initial hump of how do I even integrate an LLM and an image generation into my idea, and then you can start from there. And I think that's the quantum leap, because then you conversationally build on top of proven tech instead of constantly reinventing an inference pipeline again. Oh, he's not happy. Error fetching rooms. Did it delete the room that I was in? It might not have. Search for a foreign key. No match. Couldn't find a relationship between public game rooms and public profiles in the schema cache. Oh my god, he's erroring out again. Look. What are you doing? He's still doing it, so I'm just going to assume he's in the middle of fixing whatever he's broken. But if you can make a solid lobby, right? I mean, there's nothing really to see right now, but is there? Oh, well, I guess there is something here. So you have the game lobby. You can create a room. You can enter the room with a password. And then you can wait for other people to join you. And then there will be a game board. Now, I have got no, everything else is kind of like, it's a website. It could look like anything. It could be anything. But if you can get 2 players in there, now you can start building like a turn-based game of some description, right? And I was thinking LLM GM, multiplayer Dungeons and Dragons. I think that would be cool. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit like the TRPG, but you have a more obvious GM, an AI GM, who tracks stats, and it actually gets, it's actually part of the game logic. It's not just like, imagine poker, because it can do that, but then it doesn't track the hands. You get weird cards. You're still broken, mate. Uh-oh. Oh no, he's alright, he's alright, he's alright. Okay. He's stopped glitching. So, if I leave the room, there's no way to delete rooms. That's one thing. I should be able to delete a room that I created, but I don't want to step on his toes, you know what I mean? So let's go back to the security review. Leaked password, I don't care about that. We're going to do the additional security review. So once you've done all the big list stuff, we could do additional security review, and it will give me anything which it missed on the light scan. It will do a proper job, which you don't pay for. Just to see if there's anything that maybe could be hardened. And again, hardening for what? Hardening for good practice. There's literally nothing here. There's no payment, there's no facility, there's no game, there's nothing. All it is a lobby, but still good practice. Right, while he's doing that, let's look at the other thing I was talking about. So when I go to GitHub, connect GitHub, is it grayed out? Yes, it's grayed out. Does it say tooltip? You can't do that mush. Cannot transfer. While there's an active operation in process. Okay, so it's doing stuff. We got to let him finish. So what did he do? Security report. Medium. Game players table. Oh. Hello, Don Tommaso. Welcome. Dragon says we need to do Laser Squad, which is the precursor to XCOM. Oh, wow. So isometric grid, turn-based. Maybe everyone gets to be a dude that comes out of the ship to, at the alien crash site. So you don't do, like, the whole game. You just do the squad stuff. And then everyone gets, like, a few moves. And you have to act as a team even though everyone controls independently what they do. So that's an interesting idea. I like that, Dragon. And it's just pixel art as well, so we could probably just make the sprites. Yeah. Who knows? Like I said, you can go in any direction with this. Once you have a lobby, you can do multiplayer. I know it's like obvious when you think about it. So what's he going to do? Hang on, I need to check what he's going to do before he does it. Medium, player game data exposure. Game player's table allows authenticated user to view player positions, money amounts, and user IDs across all games, making it easy to spy on competitors in other rooms. Oh no, metagaming. Leaked password protection is disabled. Just in case you want to know what that is, sometimes you're using a password which is on a leaked password database. That's what that is. So if that's the only error you have, I wouldn't be too fussed. But it's something to keep in mind. It probably means you put password in somewhere because you're lazy. Info, public game rooms table. The public game rooms lacks an explicit RLS policy. So this is by design as a view. Huh? You lost me there. It's probably something to do with the earlier hardening that we did. Let's see. Database security. Row level security. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. This all makes sense. Game privacy. Look at this. Anyone can view players. True. Why would you have it to... Do you see what I mean? Why would you have it set to... Anyone can view players. True. Oh, I get it. It's so you can see the player, but at the same time, you shouldn't be able to see everything. So yeah, it's going to make it more complicated. All right. So we can see some stuff, but not everything. All right. It's like, grant me the permission to see you in the game. Yes. Now, disable my ability to see everything in my pocket. Everything in your pocket, yeah. Dear, dear. Yeah, please do, Dragon. It will give me some ideas. But no, I like the idea of that, a turn-based thing. And you can have an LLM decide what happens, whether shots land, whether an alien gets revealed in a square, that kind of stuff. You could make it really dynamic. What is it? Dice Plus. Track a game log of the adventure, and then at the end write it up as a sci-fi story from the perspective of I don't know, Commander watching the operation. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. So apparently that's done. So I think he's happy, actually. All right. Oh, what's this? Infinite recursion. Uh-oh. Okay, let me just refresh the page. Infinite recursion. That's never something you want to read. Error fetching rooms. Oh, no. Yeah, there should be a room there. I can't delete them yet. We can no longer see the room we created. I'm just going to create a new one. Test 2, password protect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the player, the room's here. If I leave it, failed to leave. Uh-oh. We can no longer see the room we created. And if we create a new room, we cannot leave. Yep, that's right. It was all a trap. Do you know what? I'll put those two bugs separately. So, where's my mouse gone? Give me my mouse back. Right, if I go grab there. And then here, put that there. And if we go, but yeah. Okay. We can investigate and create a step-by-step plan. to resolve the issues. Alright, cool. Let that run. How we doing? Ooh, that's cool. Damn, it's all messed up with biology. Super cool. Oh damn, they're shooting at each other or something. Present arms. Is it? I guess. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's definitely not affected by the, well, I unplugged it, didn't I guess. Okay. Alright, let it rip. Let it rip. How many we got? Probably got enough for 8. It's expensive. But it can be trained. And there's going to be a new open source video model coming, and we'll be training it. And then we'll need good video. So if I can get my artwork out of the new greatest model, the way I see it is perhaps ready for training. Who knows? Who knows? I'll have to curate the hell out of what I get, but it's got potential. For sure. How's my board game coming on? Yeah, sure. So he's gonna... What's broken and why? Nested relation game player ID. Deleting from game players may evaluate. You don't have a delete policy yet. Yeah. Remember I said, I can't even delete the room. Yep. That's a problem. And then it can't see the rooms. So... Leave room. Delete succeeds. It's because I never left. I never left. The service crashed, so I was stuck in there forever. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll come back to that. We'll get rid of the main problem first. So let's have a look here. It's pretty much just made the same image, hasn't it? Didn't that just pretty much make... No, it did not. It made... the same group of people-ish in a completely different, in this location. So we've got a little bit of mix and matching going on, which is what we want. That's what we want. Hopefully we'll get them marching, which will be nice. My plan is basically having skits like this and then processing the hell out of them with a style. Stone Sage says, why do you use paid API when you can run local for free? Well, because we are running the local, but we're doing something else. And also, you can't get Seedream for local. It doesn't run on Seed. It doesn't run. You'd need... Maybe if you had like 96 gigabytes of VRAM, you could run it. But the model's weights aren't out, so... If you want to use this model specifically, you can't. And this is currently the leader because it's a 2K image generation model. It's from ByteDance and it's not very old. So you can't run this model locally for free. And as I said, it generates in 2560 by 1440 native. So no need to upscale. She's already good to go, right? And then furthermore, the video model that we're using, CDance 1.0 Pro, it beats VO3 on quality and it's cheaper. So you get higher resolution video, which is longer. Yeah, the closest model to Seedream is Hunyan 3, which is 174 gigabytes. That's from Dragon. Thanks, Dragon. I couldn't remember the exact stats, so thank you, mate. Yeah. These models are at the moment, because I keep saying What I do whenever I'm testing out API stuff for you guys, it's not to show off like, oh, look at all this paid stuff. No. Look back. I challenge you. Go back 6 months and look at what we were doing. And if it was paid, tell me I'm wrong when I say that the open source models have already caught up with what we were doing 6 months ago for paid. So what we were paying for 6 months ago, we can now do with local models. So you want to apply Johnson's law, Johnson's scaling law, right? In 6 months, we'll be doing this with local. Right now, we got to pay. There's proof. I did a model with Kling. I did a model with Kling 1.5, I think, with Thora. And she's doing a heavy metal dance through a cybernetic city. We've recently achieved the same thing with WAN 2.2. So within 6 months, we've got parity with what we were paying for as the best of the best that you need a giant cloud GPU for. So all we're doing right now is really getting a sniff of what we're going to get next. Because you have to pay for it now, but it won't be long until open source is catching up. So yeah, like I said, I'll be keeping the data for when I want to train those models so I can get my work into them. That's the idea anyway. Look at these guys. Sniff. Anyway. Sniff the receiver. But yeah, that's why, Stone. Because I'm a consultant, I like to keep abreast with what the peak is. And at the moment, peak is prompt enhancers, prompt enhancement agents with C-Dream 4 ByteDance and C-Dance ByteDance. Both ByteDance models. And ByteDance do give out a lot of models, guys. So if this was ever possible to... I wouldn't be surprised. And as you can see here, these guys are coming out great. They're coming out great. Like, you've seen me trying to animate the characters from this project, and they're constantly either too human, like they have a human face, or they clearly are not machines, right? Now they're starting to look like machines. So regardless of if they look a bit different from the previous generation, like the features that I'm going for are, it's a machine army that's obsessed with this British Empire colour scheme. They don't have faces. There weren't many rules. There weren't many rules. Do they look a bit like... They still look a bit like Star Wars, but it's probably just the way the armour is. I don't know, it's kind of difficult. Sometimes you can see the joints, and then it's like, well, it's clearly like a Cyberman or something, you know what I mean? But yeah, these look good. These look good. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. Zeus says, once the gatekeeping is open, you get fine-tuned and quantized models in 2 weeks if the model is popular. True, true. Dragon says, Hunyan 3 will be worth keeping an eye open for, even if they have to split the model and then quant it, but it is open source. Very true, very true. In fact, their new image model, I haven't tested yet, so it might be that within 3 days of picking the winner, I'm wrong again, because that's the funny thing about the AI space. It continues to accelerate, and anybody that says it's plateauing is mistaking the hockey stick for a plateau, because the gap between big releases gets shorter and shorter all the time. So I don't measure it by benchmark scores, you know. I measure it by releases. So if you go and look at what's being published, go and look at what's being published, papers, and then repos with source code. And what you'll find is that there's more like landmark models being produced by more multi-million-dollar companies. It's like a daily basis. It's on a daily basis. It used to be weekly, it used to be monthly. Now it's daily. Before long, we'll be getting multiple releases daily, and people will be saying, this is a plateau, this is a plateau, we've hit a wall. It's a hockey stick. We're like going into orbit right now. But I think they've misinterpreted. That's just my opinion, though. You know, do your own research. I think I'm right, though. I think it bears out in the numbers. But I suppose it depends where you get your numbers from, right? Let's see. Fernicar says, a good side of the paid service during the show, we all learn what's possible as a whole. It's true. And to be honest, I don't like to rely on all this paid stuff. But a lot of people don't have a GPU, and they would rather just pay for the image. Okay, so then it's a question of giving them the skills to get the most out of that payment. If they do decide to pony up, I guess. How are we doing? Have we broken it? Oh, we've got to do a fix. By the way, if anybody wants to, I will be dropping a link in the Discord and you can try and join this thing if you want. It's probably like not, there's no game there yet, so don't get too excited, but I would appreciate if someone wouldn't mind. We should get there before the end of the show. The whole point was that I started this just as the show started. So if we can do it like in the during the show while we're like skipping around loads of different stuff, it's a nice way to do that. Oh, it's back. Right. Okay, so if I go in here and then leave, will it now I left the room. See, look, I'm still in that room. I need to fix this. It thinks I'm in there, you know? No. Right, and leave. Right, so now I'm not in the room. All right. Okay. I suppose... Should I make it automatic? No. I'm just thinking about... The owner can close the... Yeah. We need to allow the owner of a room to remove it. To prevent empty rooms. I mean, I would just say if it's empty after a certain amount of time, automatically to just clear them out. But I just want to make it manual for now. We can add a button which the owner of the room can see. In the game lobby, on the room card, the room must be empty to be deleted. That's a good restriction, I think. That's a good check. Because if there's someone also, if there's people in you, so you can't just leave the game you're in and delete it. It has to be empty. But if everyone's left the game and it's password protected, no one can stop you from deleting an empty room. Seems fair. Seems like a good logic. Ooh. How are these guys doing? We're about to get another one. It's still thinking about it. I love how it gives us these wooden AK-47s. It's kind of like a part of the... That's not supposed to be his arm. That's supposed to be an arm. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I like these, like, it's weird, like wooden... It was trying to do wooden weapons, like all wood. Like, what's going on here? Implement the plan. So what we're going to get. On delete prop. Yes. Update lobby page. Yes. Database permissions. Good. Host can delete rooms. Allows this already. Yep. UX design only when room empty, not in progress. Room is owner only. Yep. That's exactly what we wanted. Hopefully it doesn't break everything. Because all I got to do now is just basically click the publish button. Oh. Got new warnings. We'll worry about that in a minute. Security! Yeah, to be honest, guys, I think for open source, your best choice is obviously WAN. It's obviously WAN for local open source. And then if you want to do image stuff, I'm recommending you do WAN, the same WAN 2.2 to upscale your final image, but do the edit and everything with Qwen Image Edit, because it is really good. It's not quite as good as Banana or Context for the editing, but the output quality beats both of them. Like if you zoom in on Banana, you can tell it's been bananaed. Okay? I could show you side by side and be like, oh look, you can see like once you've done the edit, the what's left behind it is what was there, and it is really good, but it's like a Gaussian noise blur of the original. It's hard to explain. Oh! Yes, we have deleted the room. Right, back to security review. Leaked password protection. That's only one error. You said there were two. Wait. Oh, game room data can be manipulated by anyone. The public game rooms table has no RLS, making it possible for anyone to cheat. I kind of like that though. If somebody was such a maverick that they managed to come in and you know, like alter the game like James Kirk in the bloody no-win scenario, I'd be like, ingenious. I'm not encouraging it. I'm just like, because the thing is, if you know how to do this sort of stuff, you should probably be spending your time on getting paid for that. It's a very valuable skill. Extremely. Don Tommaso says, I want to be bananaed. Indeed. Don't we all? Let's see. Dragon says he's on the Tencent website now, behind the Great Firewall. I have Hunyan Image 3 on now. We shall see how good it is. Yeah, I've heard it's pretty good. Oh, more database rules for security. We still haven't made a new video yet. Bad show, old boy. Bad show. But yeah, I'm super impressed with this. I think the smartest thing right now is just to pick up a subscription. Literally, it would be so funny. Sometimes I say stuff like that and I'm like, are you getting paid for this? It's like, no, I paid them a lot, actually. Actually, I paid them a lot. But the results were so good. It gets a solid recommend. It's easier to use. The trouble with VS Code and Klein is you have to kind of know what you're asking for. But this gives you a conversational interface to create the handoff plans that I tell everyone and train everyone to write. And then it executes them with a good model. So it kind of takes care of both sides of the argument. And then with all these integrations, and look, I don't think we've ever covered hardening and anti-hacking. Do you know what I mean? And it's built in. This is like that whole agentic advisors, you know. He knows what he needs to do. So you don't need to know, because you can tell him to do it. And if he's effective at that task, you're good. Until, of course, until all the hardening breaks the app and you get into an endless loop of security and fixing the hardening changes. Bad news. Hunyan Image is too Chinese. It cannot do Western eye colors. I would say that's a bit of a claim. Did you try just asking for blonde hair, blue eyes? How exactly did you do that test there, mate? Did you ask for contact lenses that are blue? How many tricks did you employ? But it's an interesting observation nonetheless. Yeah, what did you do? He was supposed to fix that earlier. Cheeky. You asked for blue eyes and you keep getting Fremen. Well, say I just want, like, less blue eyes. Say, ask for, ask for less blue eyes. Or say East Germany instead of blue eyes. Or just write the prompt in German. All of these things can help you give the LLM an idea of what it is you're trying to do. But I do understand what you're saying, though. The Asian models have an Asian bias. They do. They try to make everyone Asian. But usually you can either mention a language, a location, or some other defining aesthetical association. Like Lederhosen. Go on, ask it for Lederhosen and see if he's still Chinese. In fact, and don't deliberately make it Chinese. Don't say a Chinaman in Lederhosen. Just type in a man in Lederhosen and see what comes out. I would be genuinely interested to see what comes out. But don't be playing any funny business. You just literally... It says Shanghai... Eating rice. It's like you try to get as many Asian things as possible in one prompt, and then Lederhosen, wearing Lederhosen. What's going on? Security definer is safe here, apparently. Guys. Security definer is safe here. Okay? Because there's column level security. Sounds awesome. Sounds amazing. I'm going to do a checkpoint. And then we're going to do more hardening again. I wonder if it'll ever be ready. Do you know what? While he's hardening... output folder? Hell yeah, that works. What's this? Empire API. Oh, how many videos have we got? Oh... I'm going to make another coffee. And remember, no post effects yet, no upscaling yet. This is purely what came out. Oh, look at that floppy mag. Talking to over there anyway. Oh. Let's see what people are doing. The face is better now. Yeah, it's because we did the face enhancer, so it actually made like a detailed face, and then we've exploited the IP adapter to give it that kind of like Lego brick metal plate. Yeah, it's got a fresh idea. Yeah, exactly. Like, it didn't really know what to do. Like, I didn't really give him anything to go off of, to be honest. So it's like not really fair. This kind of like, I'm okay with it because even though the bolts look like eyes, there's actually 4 of them on the face plate. Actually, I think sometimes they have 3, but so it's more like they look like rivets that happen to be in the right place for eyes. I think that's okay. It's like it's an accidental face, which is just a plate bolted on. That's kind of cool. I mean, hey, it's not as easy to shoot him in the face, right? Okay. Was it just playing the same video? It was, wasn't it? There we go. Right, let's see. Actually, I didn't realize that. It was stuck on loop, the same video the whole time. My God. My God. Sniff the rifle. The backgrounds look great. It looks like a grubby dystopia. Post-war type. These guys have got perfect parade synchronous. Look at this. Look at the sync. I love it. They're like. It's like a like parade or something. They've like for the most part they've got like really good timing. Here comes the invasion. Hey guys, I think we've got about 20 days. So don't worry, it's all good. Yeah, 20 days till the invasion. I wonder if they'll look like these guys. That would not be cool. Okay. What can we do now? We have to continue. Wait, what's it say? Your thing follows best practices. Scanner may have flagged this as an error. No code changes are needed. Cool. So I don't need to worry about it. Let me just review. I feel like I'm going around and around and around in circles. Just make sure. So you ever get the feeling you're being run around and around? Oh no. Oh, we got money. What's going on? Did he break it? Hell yeah, look at these guys. I love it. They look great. Look at the swagger on that walk animation. Have you got that? What's the name of that pirate funk song? Hell yeah. That's actually fat. Love it. Is that a loop? It can't be a loop. No, they do that. It's almost a loop. I like this lightweight gun design. I know it looks like nothing, but it's weird. It's like, oh wait, it completely changed. It completely changed to something else. We're kind of getting the pauldrons with the crests now. It's like we've ended up with like a merge of the two. Kind of fun. Whoa, what? How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? That's not going to work. See, the thing is, sometimes I'll get better video by doing the one upscale here, but I didn't want it to take forever. It would have taken so long. But what happens is it fixes up any weird problems that come out of this one. But it keeps the size. So you get the size and the detail depth with a little bit more sharpness. But you do lose some texture. So like some of the aging might smooth out. Some of the roughness might smooth out. But you do get better definition in structure. It's not just like a gnarled mess. And then the reason you would do that is because the video is capable of more, and so you're able to then get more back. It can only do 1080p, but if you give it higher quality video, it can produce higher quality video. This is pretty good though, I'm not gonna lie, because the thing is it's actually matching the style of my original work. So if I go and have a look at what we started off with, if you just take a snapshot, look, there's the feature. It's even got the exact feature. Biomechanical spires. So that's like the original work. That's what it's supposed to look like. With LoRa's and all sorts, yeah? And then we've got some good stuff out of the IP adapter by using a combination of a LoRa aware prompt enhancer without the LoRa, just you know, the original data set that the LoRa was trained on, and then an additional second stage enhancer, which just makes sure that it never says face or human head or anything like that, just to make sure that it always says prominent cubic machine heads completely enclosed by, you see, ceremonial military headgear. Because I didn't go as far as saying that they are actually robots, because if you do that, it introduces an entirely different look to them. They all start getting blocky and stuff. It'll start turning into chappy, which is fine, but not what we were going for. Like, in a way, these guys are almost a little bit too robotic. But the thing is that I started off with a toy soldiers concept, like a dark future toy soldiers concept. That's where it began. And it got mixed in with Napoleonic era and Empire and all this. Because it was Napoleonic era, and I switched it and just made them the redcoats instead. Which is why they've got the tall hats. I think the tall hats are common, but not necessarily exclusive to Britain. I think everybody had tall hats. Aha, Fernie says we don't even know if head means head when headshot. Good point. Who knows if the... Probably not. I would say you'd probably put, because the largest area would be... I'd probably say maybe the core. Maybe you'd place the brain lower. Do you know what I mean? You'd probably have the power source in the chest because it's the largest area, and then centralized, right? And then you probably put the brain lower because it's less exposed, lower center of gravity. You know, you put it in the core, surely. Because then, as you say, if you get your head blown off, it doesn't completely ruin... Well, it would ruin... You know what I mean. Good observation. Oh, crap, I teleported. Alright, how's this board game doing? Come on. Still going on about email addresses. See, I'm not trying to... It says it's properly protected. Alright, that's it. Review. I feel like I've already clicked on both of those. Yeah, we must be going round in circles. Alright. Ah. No. It would let me do it, but now it's like, are you sure? So I'm like, alright, fine. Alright, fine. I just feel like I already did that twice. Maybe he needs to do it a third time. Maybe he needs to do it a third time. It's just kind of boring. It's alright. I'd miss it if it was not there. So... Thinking longer. Can we see what the error was at least? Oh, okay, alright. It is what it is, I guess. Well, I guess while he's doing that, we can do the next thing that I was talking about. Oh yeah, Careless Whisper. So let me see. Let me see. Clipcraft 31. It's a solid name. I'm going to call it Clipcraft 31. How many spelling mistakes will there be? None. and immediately dive into the resulting folder. And what do we got? We got lovable instructions. So he says git clone, and then do run dev npm. Now I had endless problems with npm run dev. Now I will follow instructions, okay? But I want to risk it for a biscuit here and just do something else. Yarn install. Okay, alright, fine, I'll take it. Alright, fine. The last time I found yarn worked better, but maybe I don't even have yarn on this system, so I'm probably going to install it. So let's see if it doesn't install, I'm going to go and find yarn. In fact, do you reckon he can? I reckon. Do you know what? Oh. Okay. 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 Uses FFM stream copy method for 25 to 75% faster processing than re-encoding. Ta-da! So it's like a fast method for concatenating clips, because we're all making loads of clips. So I thought, wouldn't it be good? So let's find ourselves some clips. So we made a bunch of them tonight. It feels so old school to actually just come in here by hand now. C-Dream 4, CDPI, which one is it? Nightmare. Can you put things in a realistic order, please? Video gen test, Empire API, video, yes. 6 files? All roughly the same. Ooh, it's grayed out. Have I hit a limit? What did I do wrong? Ooh, is there a limit to how many you can put in? This is new to me. Oh, loading FFmpeg. Okay. File does not exist. Okay, we're missing something. I don't think it didn't come with a package lock, did it? Crap, it came with a package lock. So it thinks I've got the same dependencies as Lovable. So stop that. Right. Delete the package lock. Delete the load modules. Wait for Windows to have a midlife crisis. Oh, it didn't take that long this time. Oh, okay, I'll take it back. And we do it again. And hopefully this time it doesn't go funny. Probably should stop the server. Oh, we already did. So yeah, this is dead. Blech. Okay. Allow. File doesn't exist because mpeg command's not working. Yeah, I know, but the thing is, I've got ffmpeg, that's working. So that means that there was a dependency for like a package one. Yeah. Same problem we had with Careless Whisper 1. Yeah. Indeed. So because the dependency file was locked, it wasn't able to change it. Ooh, okay. We're down to our last error. Maybe. And also I've seen this error come back again. Ha ha ha, look at this. I'm going to copy that just in case. Okay, go. Got to do the last one. He's broken the rooms again. So much fun. Break it, fix it, break it, fix it, break it, fix it. How are you doing over here, my guy? No chat yet? Oh, it's like a water slide on a hot summer's day. Okay. So he reckons he's fixed it. Don't see how. I never asked him to fix anything. I didn't even ask him to fix anything yet. Yes. Okay, so we reinstalled it and we're still getting the same thing. Alright. So I'll say we have installed the app and with npm install. However, ffmpeg is loading for a long time and we cannot use the app. We cannot use the app. Shame. Here is a console error. Do you know what I think it is? I think it's yarn, because this is dependency crap, as usual. Should we be installing with yarn? Put them in plan and go. He'll tell me how to install yarn if he wants to. Oh. Yeah, look, it's like they're on a conveyor belt. Okay, now we got another one. That was pretty good too. I like the overgrown architecture. It is very giga. And he's got another 2 more to make. Very nice. I'm gonna have to do like a serious curation day soon, I think, because it's the trouble when you're making so much good stuff is you continue to make good stuff, and before you know it, you don't know where the good stuff is, and you'll waste weeks trying to find it if you don't do something. I have a bit of a curation spree, and I'll dump everything, you know. So I'll curate it all and then dump it to external storage. Pretty much. And I usually only keep data sets live. Ooh, that's nice. He's definitely an officer. Very cool. Seems like there's a mast, but it's not a boat. I like that. I like that. I think we've got our empire. Okay, so what are you saying then? Stick with NPM, he says. Yeah, look, see, your project has bun and package lock. Indicating use of bun. Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. But it's got bun. Shouldn't we just use bun? Should we use bun over npm? Question. Tell me no, you silly sausage. That's not how bun works. I remember we used bun in the past. A great question. Bun might be a better choice. You already started with Bun. Yeah. See, remember how I said, oh, it's because Yarn, right? That project used Yarn. So when I downloaded it, it recommended installing with NPM, but actually it used Yarn. In this project's case, we're having problems installing it after taking it, yeah? And turns out it used Bun. So we should remove package lock and node modules, keep Bun, and then use Bun install. Correct. You see, so I kind of had the right idea, but I didn't know this was Bun, not Yarn. Because it had a package lock in the thing. I assumed NPM, and the instructions said NPM too, to be fair. So let's just cancel this bad boy. And update Vite for Bun. And then again, look, Bun with FFmpeg wasn't, see? You can't do that. That's what's failing, and that's why the FFmpeg failed. So I was onto it. I could smell the problem, but I've got to admit, we need to do the Bun first approach. Yes. Yes, we can carry out the Bun first approach. I love that. Fresh buns, anyone? Here's the detailed Bun first implementation plan. I love it. I should start saying that in all my plans. Make this plan Bun first. Okay, so yeah, FFmpeg will load faster. No more loading forever. Faster development experience with Bun. Dude, what is this Bun magic? I remember we found this months ago and I forgot all about it. So add FFmpeg to optimize depths, exclude, configure proper working, cross origin, not cause. I hate cause. More coffee is needed, but I already got it, so it's good. It's funny, like 3 weeks ago, I took a picture of that keyboard, and then I put the photo of the keyboard over a picture I printed, and I took a picture of that, blew it up to get the scale, so that when I printed out the thing on A3, the keyboard would line up. And the weirdest thing is, the hardest thing about the whole project, involving even the code, even the coding and the development of the software, the hardest part about the whole project was waiting for the custom keys to show up. Because it took weeks. It took 3 weeks for the custom keys to show up. I was like, my God, man, I've like finished the development of this app and totally moved on now. And yeah. But it was worth it in the end. It was worth it. It looks great. It looks great. I'm happy. And it means I can stop carrying it around with me, waiting for the post all the time. Now I got it on the desk, set up, it's lovely. I'm working on the second one now. It's only a 6 key, see? Instead of a 6x2, it's a 3x2. Yeah. So the idea is to not have the hot folders buttons, just have the careless buttons only. Because the thing is, when you've got a 6x2, you've still got 6 keys on the bottom for whatever you want. I use them for hot folders. So, you know, if I'm here and I'm looking at my whatever, I want to get to nodes, I can open up the thing and there's my custom nodes. Or if I wanted to get into models, or if I want to get in my NAS. It's like one button. Whoops, got to actually push the button now. Oh. Is there something wrong with the NAS? This is what always happens. NAS is fine. Weird. Okay, it's just being a dick. Anyway. FFmpeg's properly installed. Let's update the Vite configuration, make sure it's good. Okay. Sounds good to me. Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. I dropped the 0 Vector 6 Hollow build NML as XML into Claude 4.5 and asked him what he thought about it. And he said, mixture of lobes, holographic brain theory implementation, wave interference. He said, yeah, great, cool, awesome. And then, you know, just reported on it. I was like, nice. Nice. An evolutionary enhancement rather than a revolutionary replacement. Maintaining 0 Vector 5 functionality and then layering ZV6's holographic capability. The demo's still up and it won't be forever, so just enjoy it while it lasts. It won't be there forever. I can tell you that much. But it does make you think, you know, I can think of about 6 different ways to go from where it currently is at. Obviously, finishing off the Olama implementation is going to be number 1. But I think that computer control is probably reasonable. You know, I heard people that were very skilled, talking about all their different ideas. So I spent a lot of time in that lovable developer chat, and it was very interesting what people are excited by, what they think groundbreaking is. Because obviously these concepts are all exciting to everyone, but they don't mean the same thing to everyone. You know, so it's like you might sit there and think, oh yeah, I think I know it. Everyone disagrees on what, so everyone will get excited about something, but it's really quite a strange phenomena when you see something quite because I don't even think people, like I do it, you don't recognize something is new because at surface value it's just the same thing. So how do you even, it's an interesting one which it gave me pause to think about, because I was thinking to myself, the problem with making something groundbreaking that doesn't look different is it doesn't look different. No one can tell what you've done, because it's like a magic trick, you know. If you have 3 magicians pull a rabbit out of a hat, do any of you really think about the nuances of how each individual magician did that? Probably not. You probably just think, oh, he pulled a rabbit out of a hat. That's impressive. How did he do that? You know? And chances are they're using completely different techniques, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, under the surface, there's that technical iceberg, and there's no real right or wrong answer, is there? Because ultimately the goal was to pull off the illusion. So there isn't really, it's not like if it worked, if the illusion was achieved, then the methodology is irrelevant, isn't it? Oh, so then it's like everyone's doing it differently, but it all looks the same. This is why I like the holographic theory, because that's what that is. It means that you get what you want on demand, and it needs to be where it needs to be at the time. Essentially, it's not hard-coded. It's a projection of a shape, or the idea of a shape. And those sorts of things can just get made on demand. So let's see how we do when we introduce a bit of bun. So we're running bun now, guys. Wish me luck. I'm going to do the same thing. Add all the video. It's not loading it's not loading FFmpeg. Generate them. Wow, that was quick. Can I download it? Download it. And we can watch it. So all I've done now, yeah, let me duck out real quick. Ugh. All I've done is made a high-speed clip concatenator. That's all it is. You do git clone, then you do bun install, as we've just shown, then you do bun run, think it was. And then it gives you a web page, and then you saw. If you just want to connect a bunch of clips together, put them in a folder. If they're in order, I think it uses the file name, like, normal folder order. It's primitive, It's like, oh, could we change the order of the clips? Yeah, you probably could, but there's no preview, so I hope you know what the file names are. Because this is the thing. It's like, functionally, you can make an app that does the thing very quickly, but then you have to do all the hand-holding, Like, oh, what if the user wants to change the order of the clips? What if this? What if that? And these are all extra features you've got to add in. And they say good software design is where you already thought of all that. That's what they say. Oh, we still got more. Oh, look, there's some people. Slaves. Got this worker class over there. Oh, hell yeah. Don't walk off the edge. Look, he's like, stop pushing. That's the edge there. It looks good, just don't look too hard, Alright, so clear all. Okay, and we'll go back to the last one. No, not the last one. Last one. And we'll do the last one. Damn, it's 3 minutes and 26 seconds. Oh. Am I able to download it? Oh. This one was from day before yesterday, when we were testing out the bugs. Ah, the proboscis became a leg. That's weird. I think we were testing out different models. The last one was a WAN, and then we went to Sea Dream. And Sea Dream was impressive. Yeah, start and end frame. It started where it ended somehow. I guess it's flying. Yes, and we started working with the whatchamacallit, IP adapters. Not moving at all. We started doing start and end frame, didn't we? And sometimes when you do start and end frame, you just don't get any motion. But it does make a loop though. Just a bit boring because of course it's like, well, what? You asked me to start and end where I'm standing, so I'll just not move. It's easier. That's my favourite one. It's like a snake, but it's a caterpillar with a chainsaw and spider legs. God knows what's going on there. Got a bit of Geiger in the mix. It's just a random spine sticking out the sides. Kind of cool though. The feet on this one were excellent. I think the snake-shaped head just works really well. It's like a fish. It's got fish, reptile, and insect in there, but it's heavily mechanical. With a lot of ground beef. So yeah, this works. I reckon we'll just put this out. See, it doesn't just work. It actually works way better than I thought it was going to work. It's probably because I'm using it with little clips like what we get out of AI video generation, which is like, 15 seconds at the moment is impressive. So if you have like, I don't know, you only need a couple of those to make up a short. But, we just did 326 on one of my testing evenings. So you work that out, a solo team of human hybrid AI GAN architecture. In other words, a guy with a computer could probably pull it off in record time. Well, record time. It's record time. The only thing I'm thinking is, because obviously this is now running locally. I got this running locally. This could have CUDAs. It could have super CUDAs. Okay. Where's the original plan? It's back. No, not in here. It's in. Not there. We need to go back to that as well. It's in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him my original plan, and I'm going to say, what's missing? I'll say, everything is working. We can join the thing, and it's great. And then what's missing, though? Because I bet there is a bunch of stuff missing. Come on, how long are my plans? I'll moan about anything. Oh, there we go. See? Right. The phased approach balances immediate delivery against long-term scalability, providing working solutions at each stage. So, backends swapped transparently as we evolve from browser to CUDA. So that'll mean we can process longer videos. All it does is join videos. It's literally just a concatenator. But we might give buttons to change the order. We might make some creature comforts. So what I'm thinking is, not here though, here. So I'm going to say, here is the original plan that was used to create what we have so far. Okay. And then at the bottom, let's give it a little bit of a marker, just to give him half a plan. I'm feeling kind. That's a lot of page up. That's a lot of page up. Can't we just go home? End. End doesn't work. So much control. No, that does not. No, that does not work. Just hold page down until we get to the bottom. My goodness. No slidey bar. Okay. So we need to read the original plan. Understand that the initial phase is completed and that the main features are working properly. Determine next steps as we begin phase 2, which is CUDA. No, wait, let's not tell him as we begin phase 2. It's already outlined in the plan, so I don't need to get smart about it. Now, what else can we do? The actual project itself currently works great and it's super lightweight, so I would like to make this like, I'd like to like stamp it. So instead of mucking about, all we've done is install it with... We didn't have to change anything, I don't think. It just worked. Once we installed it with Bun, it just worked. So, what I'll do is I'll use the original repo, and I'll just call this one version 1.0.0. So if I screw up, at least I can go back to that branch. It means that I can continue editing the main branch with Lovable if I want, but also I can just download that v1.0 again and you know, start again. I don't think I'm going to have to do that though, to be honest, because I would like to get this out. Like, this is a nice little, here you go guys. Zeus says, damn, I wouldn't be surprised if we have a small budget team with a full AI built movie by the end of 2026. I'd say that's realistic. It's 14 months. 14 months is a long time in the AI space. That's like an eternity. That's like the whole length of the Roman Empire. Right. What have we got? So what have we got? We have a complete React TypeScript foundation, FFmpeg WASM integration with stream copy concatenation for 25 to 75 times faster than re-encoding, iVideo processor abstraction, professional UI, proper memory management, cross-origin isolation headers with multi-threading support. Nice. It's actually pretty slick. Browser implementation delivers exactly what the plan specified. Working video concatenation, despite the penalty under native versus native, despite the performance penalty. Oh, okay, so he's saying that even though we're not using proper FFmpeg, which would make it faster, it's still fast. I'm like, cool. So now he's talking about Electron. I'm not sure if that's really what's going on here. I mean, that's probably more sensible than trying to CUDA. I mean, if it's already fast, why do I need to make it faster? That's just another deep fried project. It says React components can be reused unchanged. We only swap processing backend from FFmpeg and concatenator to Electron video processor. Create Electron video processor implementing native FFmpeg. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Stream copy re-encoding. Oh, right. So it will be able to do re-encoding, but also, so at the moment it can only do stream copy, but this will enable re-encoding as well. And it will be faster. Okay. I'm sold. I'm sold. Where their masks change as each guy comes past. I think I'm just seeing errors that are so small they don't exist. Uh-oh, did we break it? Are you kidding me? It's secure, he said. So there's one more left. I love it. I reckon I spent an hour doing security hardening. Like, the thing was ready to go. That's all right. I'd rather it than not be secure, you know? So.
You're listening to 5below5.uk radio. I put this together with all the tracks I've built over the last few weeks. Thanks for listening.
It's Spotify now. It's not Bandcamp. I don't even know what Bandcamp is. Do you know, it's funny, I think I put like one album or maybe a couple of albums on there and then I forgot about it. And then I was supposed to update the advert and never did that either. Terrible. It is what it is. Let's see it. What are you doing? See, it's all database stuff. Database exploit hardening. You got to do it. If you're going to do database stuff, you got to do it. And most people aren't aware of what it is, so I do like that it's part of the thing. But it is also like, oh man, really? We're going to do the same thing again? I thought we did that already. This is a nice one though. Because the thing is, a lot of the time I'm trying to do this, can't do it. You know, I'm trying to do it, can't do it. Because whatever, if I'm on a device, I can't. I just need to join a couple of clips. I've got them on my phone. I reckon this might work. I reckon you might even... Oh, client side. Maybe not. Maybe not on your phone then. But at least, you know, again, free. Because it's your computer doing the thing. Free. Free meaning your hardware. I love how they... do you know what I find funny? Is when they say it's free. But free means you drive your own car that you bought yourself. And have to fuel and repair and, you know, look after on your dollar, right? So it's like you can either pay for an API, right? Or you could run a local model and use it for free. And it's like, free if you have the GPU and the nice computer and all the rest. So you've actually prepaid thousands, actually, when you think about it. So it's not really free, is it? You know? I mean, you can make the argument that, oh, I'll generate a bunch of stuff and then that value is more than... Yeah, sure, of course. But it's not free. You gotta pay... You gotta pay the ferryman. It's completely protected, he said. Do we believe him? I wonder if it actually works, though. After all that hardening, do you think it even works anymore? Could not find... Okay, let's create a game. Test 1. Password. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Create. Close. Okay. Failed to fetch players. I'm not even in here. The rooms don't show up. Look, all of the original problems are back. So every time we fix the problems, they come back. Right, let's just go here. Oh, matey boy. Since completing the security review, Glare's agent, we are unable to see games in the lobby and players cannot join. We can investigate the errors to determine a step-by-step plan to remedy. The issues. Fun. I can't believe we broke it again. It's like every time you harden it, he breaks it, and then he it's like, oh well, do you want security or not? Wouldn't it be funny? He just turns around. Do you want security or not? Look, straight away we've got an error now. He's already fixed something. He fixed. Hey. Good times. Should we have a look while he's thinking about it? Game room passwords can be accessed by unauthorized users again. It's fun, it is. I keep playing tennis with the guy. I think this is the last one. Yeah. Oh no, he messed something up. I'm glad the database is empty, otherwise this would take forever. See if it can make that. Oh, forgot to hook something up. No way, I've made a dreadnought. I still had the head optimizer on. That's actually class. I'm keeping that. Oh no! It's a metal cube gear. Yeah, I've disabled the cubic head enhancer now. But it is still on Empire mode. Oh, another classic. I like the prayer beads, like brass prayer beads on the. That's crazy. Oh, what's going on? He is having a good time. So maybe not the Emp Bio, yeah? How about we switch over to something a little bit crazier, like glass nerves? So how are you gonna do that with glass nerves? It's like Mecha Godzilla, who's on fire. So, what do we get? Whoa! I got exactly what I asked for. Now the question is, what the hell is gonna happen? Need to know. Next image looks like this. So we're going to try and make that out of glass. How are we doing over there? Game room passwords. Are you kidding me? Just go. Yeah, okay. He hadn't done the plan yet. All right, fine. Now there's an alien you've not seen in a movie before. Oh no! Failed prompt. Cannot be shorter than one character. Oof. What happened? Oh, it's not plugged in. Wonder how that happened. That's a shame. That would have been a good one. Son of a... Still do it later, but it's cleaner when you just do it in one. Try again. It was an empty prompt. What are you going to do? Oh, it's more or less the same thing. Ed 209 bucket. Yeah, the bucket. Steamboy robot. True. For the last one. Now we've gone into the crystal dimension. Hang on, I'm going to convert this. I'm going to convert what he's saying. Sod the logins. Yeah, it's a game with multiple players, so you need to have an ID for the character. Yeah, so like your connection in the session for multiplayer has to be unique. So that needs to be tracked. So obviously you do it with a login. You know. And I don't just need people to play. I'm making a session-based lobby system. So I did explain it. I think you were walking the dog when we went through that bit earlier. I can't remember what you said. I think you had to step out of the room. But yeah, there's a reason for why we're going through all this unnecessary hardship. And to be honest, they won't let people just publish. Yeah, you're saying hence character selection at a menu. What character selection, dude? What game are you making? Are you making a game? What game is it? This is a framework, so there isn't a game yet. Do you see what I mean? I can't put 10 characters to choose from because there's no game. There aren't no characters. You can bypass it all and have session IDs if you want, and you'd be doing it a different way. Yep. But when you say, why did you not just put 10 characters to choose on the start page? It's because I'm not you. But I encourage you to do it your way, because you can. Just come in and ask for it, and you'll get it. What I asked for was what I'm getting. The difference is when you go to publish on this platform, it makes you do a bunch of security warnings, which I notice are back again. It could be a bug on their platform, to be honest. I feel like we've been going round in circles with the publish. And the fetch rooms has gone again. See? All right. So when you harden the security, you break the lobby. If you, if you cannot complete the security checks without breaking access, we need to evaluate a new approach. There you go. Because, you know, what am I doing with this? Am I building a game? I might be. Yeah, I know. Hindsight's a killer. Look, he's broken it. I'm not even going to tell him what he's broken. If you figure it out, you start getting annoyed with him. Because, like, it's the same errors. If I was to go back in the logs, I'll find the same errors. So it makes me think that he can't make this public and also expose. It's almost like he thinks that the game is private. It's like, I can't expose the... Because, you know, when you think about it, a multiplayer game would expose the connection of the other player in some shape or form, right? It should go through the server, but I'm just saying. So what's the problem, Mush? See? 2 warnings. Warnings about what? Architectural mismatch. So when he converted security definer views to tables, he created a complex architecture. He created spaghetti. Is what happened. A simpler, more maintainable approach, he says. Because the thing is, what I'm trying to do is start with is make a blueprint that can create a multiplayer lobby, so that you know that you've got sessions-based connectivity. From that point, you can build any game. You could build a platformer, you could build a role-play game, you could build a side-scrolling beat-em-up, any of those games, you know. But they're multiplayer, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, I've made loads of single-player games in Unreal and all kinds of platforms over the years. And they're not really, you know, it's got to be multiplayer, really. And so this is tough. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's actually, like, open source providers that make it easy for you nowadays. But I haven't even looked into that yet. I didn't do the deep research proper like I normally do. I decided to get Lovable to do everything for once. So let's see if we can actually fix this, because that would be great. Because I'm nearly out of time. I went into extra coffee time for this one. Allow. It says it's... Oh, right. Okay. See, leaked password protection, that's not really a big deal in my opinion. Player gaming stats are exposed to all users. I don't know how that's public again somehow. Game room host information exposed. Oh, this is all outdated, okay. This is all, do you know what? This is all to stop passwords and email addresses. This is why all of my apps don't have... No, it's not a hyper-caffeinated. I wouldn't say that much, no. It's been pretty chill today. I had a couple of meetings with clients. And then I've just basically been knocking on these projects. Come up with these 2 just before the show, like I said. A video concatenator. And that one's no login browser based, and with potential scope for improvement on local as Electron app, and then the board game Forge, which is just an idea to try and see if we can get session-based multiplayer in the browser. Because you go online, they're all over the place, they're everywhere. So it's not like it's new. We're not doing anything new. This is something that AI models should know all about. And the thing is, Lovable Cloud comes with all of this cool automatic super base stuff, which is it removes a technical barrier for this kind of project. So that's why I'm doing it. So he's finished, and now we've got the problems back. Classic. So what, have we got to do it again? Like I said, the Lovable Cloud is quite new. It is possible that I'm running into some kind of a bug. So I'm not going to, like, you know, make judgments. Usually you just sleep on it, come back in the morning, and yeah, it's fine, it works. But I just mean that personally. It's not actually a joke about Lovable or anything. It's a false positive. Well, if it's a false positive, stop saying I need to review the error. Uh-huh. All right. Right. Okay. Right. Hang on. Okay. You say it is a false positive, but I am unable to publish because of it. Because of this flag. Because of this. A chat. And I go. I'm just going to publish anyway. Bugger 'em. There's nothing on there anyway. Do you see what I mean though, guys? So what do we do? Like 2 hours of hardening? Like 1 hour of app and 2 hours of hardening? And it's like in a loop of help. Help. I'm going to leak an email address. It is important because you can get sued for millions of dollars. No, sorry. Euros, not dollars. I don't think they really care like that. Oh, am I still in here, am I? Scuffed epoch. No. Leave. Delete. Yes. Delete. Yes. Okay, seems to be working. Right, so if I just get this link, I will drop it into a chat on the Discord, as I say. And we'll see if anybody wants to join it. Limited time lobby test. It's not Monopoly. Do I have a Monopoly guy in here? Right. I will make a room called Test Game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If anybody can be bothered, go on there, create an account with an email and a password that doesn't matter, that you will remember and use to log in, and then tell me if you can see Test Game in the lobby. If you can, try to join it. Password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And why is Lovable thinking? Oh yeah, don't worry, I was asking him about the false positive. I mean, it may be that nothing happens, so yeah, let me know. This is the bit that can take the longest time, like if you, because the thing is, imagine you can't see the channel. All right, hang on. Leave room. You can't see indie channel. Indie channel. What's indie channel? Hang on. It might be different. Let me go to where you're at. So that is the... What? You can't see indie channel. What? It's the inside line. I don't know what you're on about. Indie channel. What do you mean indie channel? Now I'm confused. But yeah, you go get started and sign in. Now I'm signed in. And this is my game. But maybe I should have like a counter. Whoops. Maybe I should have like a counter so you could see who's online. Ah, it crashed anyway. Ah, you haven't got an account yet. Right. So apparently, error joining room. That's not good, is it? Why is... Okay. Delete the room. Create new room. Test 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close. Never. You're in. He's like, I'm in the game. There isn't a game, Dragon. What? Where are you? All I need to know is, can you see the test 2 lobby in the menu? That's all I need to know. Can you see it? There's like a huge delay. I should put a chat in here so anybody that's on here can talk to each other. Ah, brutal. I'm guessing that they can't see it. See? Wait. Ah. And what? It keeps on adding a filter up here, and that's why I can't see it. It says there's someone in there. It shouldn't be me. 1 of 4. More work is needed, by the looks of it. It seems to be doing all of the things. Can you see the room I made? Yes, I can actually. But I can't join it. So it says duplicate key value violates unique constraint game player's room ID player index key. I think that Fernicar is in the room that's been created, but I can't see him. Why does it keep auto-filling the wrong password? Stop doing that. If I hit join, you need at least 2, so it never counts 2 players in the room. So we've got 2 problems. One, players can't join, you know, the players that join rooms. But you managed to join my room, right? Oh, by the way, Dragon, can you not use obvious obscenity in there? Because it's kind of childish. And then on the stream, you know, the AI is reading your profanity, you know. These are homosexual terms in law. So, you know, and I'm just saying, you know, it just makes you look stupid. And I know you're not stupid. So, I can't clean that up. So, I guess we're just going to have to bin the app. You see what I mean? I know you were just having fun, right? But, yeah. That's your name, isn't it? You registered your name as that, didn't you? So funny. I look, I'm not having a go at you, yeah, but just try not to do that when we're live. My God. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Fernicar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the problem is that it's not actually networking. You see? So he can say he's done it all he wants, but he hasn't. So yeah, that's annoying. Okay. That's enough of that. Right. Wait. Come on. You didn't do it? How did you not do it? How did you not do it? $10 minutes. My God. 10 minutes. Yeah, so for whatever reason, I don't think it actually worked. You can't delete the room. Yeah, you can. You're the person that made it. You're the only one that can do it. Yeah, there you go. You got it. Why didn't you make the video? That's the one thing. That's actually the most annoying thing that's happened tonight. You didn't make the bloody video. Temporal base. So why are you giving grief? He's like, timeout error. Weird. I don't get what the timeout's from. Alright, well, save that one for later and try again. I just want to see what happens when one of these things moves. I guess I'll have to share the results in the Discord when it gets there. But they're actually coming out better than I thought they were going to come out. I thought it would be a nightmare, but actually it's sort of working in a way. Shame we can't get, like I said, what stuff. I don't see the problem with the video. Just this timeout error, which is weird. Did I run out of credits? Could be. No, I've still got enough for one video. Or two. Or three. I'll implement the plan to replace this thing. Oh, don't be joking. He was still, dudes, he was still doing bloody security stuff. Oh, if someone's in the room, you can't enter it. And if the room is empty, you can't. That's brilliant. Yeah. Well, what I'll do is I'll keep chipping away at that in my own time. Can we actually... it's in code mode. Thank you. Okay. Because, yeah, I can see there's a player. Does it not let me enter when there's someone in there? Yeah, I bet. I'm just gonna remove the room. Okay. When players try to enter a room, they cannot enter if there is a player already inside the room waiting. And what was the other one? There was another problem as well. It might mean heretic, but you'll find it on the statute books. You can be done for it. You can go to jail for it. Unless they finally repealed it. Because it was kind of homophobia. Homophobic? I don't know. I don't even know, guys. When the players try to enter a room, they cannot enter if there is a player already inside the room waiting. And there was another thing as well, wasn't there? Fernicar managed to join the room. I think, did Fernie actually manage to get in? Oh no, he failed with the password, yeah. Players cannot join using the correct password. There is no global player count in the main lobby to indicate that players are waiting to join. I think those three things might help. Try to fix the things. Wow. It's 10 past 11 and there is no final station to this train. So while we will continue this tomorrow at 8 p.m. Thank you very much for coming along tonight, guys. Probably going to be some more writing and imaging tomorrow. We've been doing a lot of coding lately, but it's because they just keep bringing out new models all the time. And obviously when the new models come out, we start redeveloping old projects and they take time to finish and release, and we get back round to something else again. So hopefully we're going to be back in comfy again soon, making workflows for once. That would be nice. But until that time, I will see you all tomorrow at 8. Thanks again.
Alex, the WM field.
Enemies marked south. It's not. Smash the devil. Hey mom, I buy whenever it goes miss. Just chip it one again, like when you can keep it check. My bar, can't that for something. Okay.
So big, it's